So we're gonna start talking about the repetition part of the skill set mastery. And this is how it goes. Have motivation and drive to get up in the morning and show up. A lot of us, we feel really down sometimes, and then we have to get up, find ourselves really not so ready to go to work or to a place where we want to show up. You have to get up, you have to fix yourself, gather yourself together, go there, show up, do it again. You have to always do it so you could get past this stage of repetition. Repetition, that's what it means. You have to push yourself. You have to do it over and over, knowing that you're not really good at it yet. When you do that a lot, you will eventually get good at it. And then sometimes it takes time. You'll get good at some things a little bit faster, easier, quicker than others. When you do it a lot, eventually you will get good at other things too. So always get up and show up. Always do it again until you get to that point when you're pretty good. To be special, you must do special things. Being special is really good feeling. We all look for it. We all want to hear that we're special. Sometimes when you don't hear it, you feel not so good. But when you do special things, you will become special. So get up and show up and be special. Remember, special is the key. Keep showing up even if the results are not immediate. Sometimes it takes a long time to attain a skill set. There is many different little points, and like over this whole big point that we're trying to learn, then everything together becomes overwhelming. You have to keep on showing up. Just because you're not seeing the goal doesn't mean you want to stop doing it. You don't want to have regrets afterwards. This is something that it's going to take a long time. It will take years to get to mastery. And this stage is very crucial. You have to stick to it. You have to always do it. And then eventually you will get there. So there's this stage that we blame others. We have to stop doing that. It's very important. Focus on you. Focus on what you're saying. If you listen how you're saying things, and then if you're using that kind of words, make sure you wake yourself up and then you stop doing it. Don't blame others. Blame yourself if you're going to blame someone. I would recommend don't blame anything. Just keep on doing it, because at this stage you're not even good yet, but like you're doing all the repetition, non-stop, do the same thing over and over. You're learning some things, you're not learning others. Eventually you learn everything. Don't blame anyone. Just stay focused. Do it all the time. You will get there. That's what happened to me. That's what happened to my employees, my friends. You will get there. Everyone will get there. Keep on doing it. No blaming. Sometimes this pain impedes our ability to move forward. So we have to gather ourselves and then get out of this pain stage and then move forward. And then you grow out of it. Don't lose focus. Have confidence and believe in yourself. Have accountability, discipline, patience, and inner vision. And you will be unstoppable. Don't lose focus means when we go through pain, when we have something that not our liking, we intend to slow down, we intend to make little excuses, and then you need to actually keep yourself focused, stay focused, so you can move on from that stage. Have confidence that you can actually do it. Accountability, make sure you hold yourself in higher standard that you can do it. If you need to get some kind of motivation, you can get it from many places. YouTube, read books, have someone that they have a lot of high self-esteem, talk to them, surround yourself with positive people. It will get easier and you will be unstoppable. Have power of believing and you will see progress eventually. Having power is a belief system, and then you have to develop this. When you going through the first step, second, you're in the third step, you're slowly becoming good at this, and then you're developing your self-esteem and also your awareness, and you will understanding that you're becoming to that place where you're slowly becoming good. Your self-esteem will improve and your skill set will improve. Be patient, keep on doing it all the time. Keep pressing forward. Something better exists on the other side. You will get to that point. Pressing on will make you go through this third level, which is very crucial. So don't look at the mountain, look at the steps up the mountain. The repetition stage, it will make you slowly understand what you're doing and why you're doing it, and then that will make you start liking what you're doing. So if you don't feel like you like what you're doing, you have to kind of like go through this stage and then do something a lot, and then you have to start understanding it, and then that will make you like it. This is true in every aspect of our lives. And then if you pay attention to things that you like and you don't like, you're going to find out that some of the things you don't understand, that's why you don't like doing it or you don't like it. So pay attention to that. A lot of the times it's not even about liking it. It's about taking care of your family, your loved ones, yourself, your mom and dad, your elders. You have to do it. You have to go through this slowly and then start liking something. So eventually you will start becoming a master. So eventually having financial freedom where you can easily help out to the people that you really care about, and that will take you to the place where you probably initially started doing it because you want to become a better version of yourself, and then that will mean that for you. The living conditions will improve because you are at this stage where you're going through the process and you are learning it, you're committed, stay committed. So eventually you will get to that financial freedom where you can start taking care of your loved ones and your life will get improved. So if you're following my videos, I'm always talking about this thing that we all need to do in every stage of our skill mastery. Make sure you hang around with people in your industry, and that's important also. So you can all learn from each other. Talk to your coworkers if they know more than you or they've already done it. Always you're gonna learn from them. Have open mind and then always keep the communication going. Personally, I don't like hearing people connecting their misfortunes to bad luck. When I say put your head down, it means literally putting your head down and then focus and then do your handwork, do the repetition, and you get really good at it. It's literal. You have to put your head down and then focus because this is something that requires attention. Your learning skill set, you have to always stay focused and then put your head down and do your repetition. If you don't want to be mediocre, make sure you don't hang around with low performance people. Hang around with high performance. So low performance mean people that very complacent, very comfortable doing small things, small moves, and then they're not really pushing themselves, becoming high performance. If you see someone is low performing, you probably don't want to, you want to stay away from them, because at this stage, repetition stage, you have to always be ready for tomorrow in the morning. Get there, do it again. More you do, faster you finish this stage, so you can start becoming good at something, and then you're actually becoming closer to the financial goals that you are after. Don't settle for mediocrity. Remember, it's not about you at this point. It's about all the repetition. It's all about repetition. Keep on waking up in the morning. Keep on doing it. Keep going at it. Keep doing it. Doing it more often, do it more times. So at this stage, you're still a beginner. Have a good attitude. The more you do, the better you're gonna be, and you will pass this stage. Have a positive attitude and people will gravitate towards you. Proximity, sit as close as possible. Skilled employee or a master. So you can actually watch them how they're doing it, and you can do it the same way they're doing it, because a lot of techniques are implemented when you're doing something new. You want to learn from them, and then you want to do this so many times, and then you're gonna learn how it works. Whenever you have chance, you're gonna ask them, how do you do it? This is the way you do it. Am I doing it right? And then if it's sitting to your right, you probably want to turn a little bit and then ask them, and then you're gonna learn from them by doing it a lot. Also, that's repetition. You're doing a lot, and learning from by doing it. There's another thing we have to pay attention, which is start like you're asking all these questions. You have to be so careful not to push them too hard, because you know how it is. People don't feel always they're 100%. So there's this one saying out there, you guys might want to pay attention to this, which is ask whole. So that means don't be asking too many questions, don't push someone too far, and don't be that person asking non-stop questions and they're trying to explain to you and you're not really understanding, getting it. When that is happening, pay attention to it. So here's the story of my personal journey. 1986, I was very young. I was new to this country. I was still learning English and I was learning my skill set from my mentor. My thing was very important for me to ask questions. I exhausted myself and him, asking him so many questions. And I remember him turning one time to me and he even asked me, why are you asking me so many questions? I know you're good now. Why don't you do it? I didn't think I was good yet. I thought I was still need a lot of work. I kept on asking him. I didn't even hear that part because I wanted to be really, really good at what I was doing. So I kept on asking him questions. He was so nice. He kept on teaching me the skills, the techniques, those many ways of doing the same thing, using a tool, using a motor tool, using a hand tool, using a sandpaper tool, using a plier tool. There was so many ways of doing the same thing that you can turn, you can shape, you can cut. And that was what I was there for. I did it maybe like a year and 8 months, just that part, until I got really start feeling confident and got good at doing it. And that's what I had to go through. That's the stage I'm trying to explain to you guys. And then I've watched a lot of my employees go through it, a lot of my friends go through it, people all around me. For the last 30 years, I've been watching people go through this. And then this is something I do understand it very well. And I'm trying to put this in words for you guys to understand. Curiosity is a gateway. Keep learning, be nosy. Means whenever you have the chance, stick your nose into it, ask the question, keep on learning, keep on putting your head down, stick your nose where you're gonna learn skill set. Be always engaged in your industry. Remember, we talked about this previous videos. This is as true as the other previous videos. Always read book, always watch video in your industry of choice that you are trying to become the master of that. And then always learn from the masters of the industry, and then don't solely rely on people around you by learning from them. Everyone has different perspective. Everyone has different way of doing things, and watch other people, how they do it, what kind of tools they use. You'll be surprised to see how many ways there are to do the same thing. So that's why it's very important to not only rely on people around you, but watch videos, read books, study the industry. It's your job to get attention, not the job of your master. Take it as a job. It's something you need to do to get attention. When it's when it's the place where you're not understanding what's going on, you're doing and you're not getting any success, it's your job to get up and go get their attention, get the master's attention, and then ask and understand how it's done, come back and do it again and do it better until you get the understanding how it's done. So in repetition, there's this thing happens always. Especially when you're learning how to use tools, you're injuring yourself, you're cutting yourself, you're bruising yourself, you're hurting yourself. When that happens, try to keep it to yourself. Try to take care of it, and then keep on doing until you become good at doing what you're doing, and learn how to use those tools, so you slowly stop cutting yourself and bruising yourself. It's this is how it works. It happened to me. I remember this finger had probably hundreds of cuts until I learned how to not cut this finger, how to hold this finger away from the tool. So there's going to be that stage. Remember, you have to deal with that. When you're doing the repetition stage, you are getting very close to completing the basic stage, and you gotta make sure stick to it, do it, and then you will complete the stage. So I'm gonna give you guys an analogy, like a sport analogy. You know how it is when you trying to become good at throwing your basketball, or you're trying to shoot the ball like a soccer into the net. There's this part where you do it and do it. You kind of think that you're starting to get good at it, but the end result is not good. You're not scoring goal, or you're not scoring any baskets. But it doesn't mean that you're gonna stay there. Just keep on doing it, keep on practicing it, and you will get good at it. This is kind of that stage. Bicycle analogy. I'm gonna talk about that. First stage we talked about seeing the bicycle basically. The second stage we talked about touching, first feeling the bicycle. This is the stage where you want to try to learn how to ride the bicycle. Hop on it, you're gonna fall left and right, you're gonna probably get hurt, but you want to keep on doing it because your goal is to ride this bicycle. So as more you do, more you're gonna understand how to ride it, and eventually you're gonna be riding and you're gonna become good at it. Another analogy is tying a shoelace. When we're younger, some of us we do easier, some of us we need a little bit more time, we need more help. The book The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg. If you purchase the book through our website, the proceeds will go towards Los Angeles Mission. Please click the link below in our description. Thank you for watching, keep learning, and come back next time. We'll be talking about how you're gonna become good at doing the skill mastery. Subscribe, hit the bell icon, hit the thumbs up button. I appreciate it.